Hello everyone, BDWayne here, back with something a little bit different this time. So today we're going to be building a dragon badly. So if you're here for an entertaining YouTuber, you're in the wrong place, go find literally anyone else. If you're here for a good builder, then again, I'll point you towards this video by Gemini Tay, where she actually teaches you how to build a dragon, and she's good at it. I say we're building a dragon poorly today because I am not good at building. And so this is me working on my skills and getting better at building things by actually doing things that I can't do. So I think that's important for all of us to do, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm still going to try and guide you through the steps of what I'm doing, just so that you're getting that, but realistically, check out Gemini Tay. The first thing we do is build two lines where we're setting the shape of our dragon. So this is really letting us see how big are we building it, does it fit with the terrain, is it, on this flat world, is it sort of the shape and size that we roughly want our dragon to be. So it's our first check on what we want it to be. From there I do two things, which is I set a circle for the hips and shoulders for the dragon, and I build the wings out. So what these two things do is it's letting me see how big do I want this dragon to be, and really starts to let me see the shape of this dragon. Like before you add these, it's just two lines in the sky, and then now, I can see that's a dragon. It's a body in the sky with wings on it. So once I've finished that, I go out and add a couple more circles. So really this is me sort of envisioning what is the actual specific shape of the dragon, and we'll make the next step a little bit easier. I also add the legs. They're bad, don't mind them. Now that we've got those circles in place, the real dragon comes together by just connecting those lines. Now that we've got this 3D sketch of our dragon, all we've got to do for the body and the wings is connect them. So super easy step, a little bit mindless. It's just, hey, there's a line over there, there's a line over there, connect it. So I think the most important part here is to not make anything too consistent. So if you've got a bunch of blocks in a row that are straight, you're doing it wrong. You need to add a little bit of randomness. Otherwise it's just going to look like a flat wall. Once I finish this step, I head back over to the wings and do the same thing for the wings. So I went with netherrack because I thought it had a bit of a membraney appearance. I kind of liked it. It was good. But really again with the wings, it's just you've got two lines. Fill in the shape with your color palette to make it look like wings. From there, I got a little bit excited. I didn't finish the shape of the dragon. I moved on to the head. So the one tip I'll give you from Gemini Tay is make a sphere for your dragon head. So you make a sphere and then build the head from there. I forgot to record the dragon head, so you just see it poof into existence. But then I work on setting the color palette. So I picked a set of blocks, mostly just red blocks, and then I went from there, where I picked out that color palette, and realistically the head is a great place to start shading your dragon because it lets you see if your block palette will work well together. I built my dragon. I thought it was fine. The color palette on this head does not work. It just sort of looks like a little mottled, and you'll see that when we model the rest of the dragon, that'll become apparent. So generally this is add some color to your dragon head and then add some details. I liked the lava, made my dragon look cool. I added some horns on this thing that might be going the wrong way. It's fine. From there, I also colored the underside of my dragon, just gave it a little bit of a belly. And I got back to my actual task, which was filling in the shape of the rest of the dragon. So really it was the wings were a little disconnected and I hadn't gotten them connected to the body, so I added that member in there, and I turned my attention back to the legs, where I sort of fixed that shape, filled it in. I think I set my claws the wrong way on my dragon feet, but I fixed it later. I don't know if I show that. But really it's do the legs connect to the hip bone, and I think from the last dragon I did, I improved a lot because the last one, the calves were bigger than the thighs, and that doesn't make sense for anyone. But once I finished that, it was time to move on to coloring my dragon. So I first started by adding some spikes on the back of my dragon. I think they look cool. I don't think I did them well, but I did it. And then I went about shading. And again, this is just a matter of using your color palette and adding the details where it seems right. I think the way I did it didn't turn out well because it sort of looks like my dragon is just sort of modeled and doesn't really have the detail it needs. But once you're finished with the coloring of your dragon, you're basically done. It's just adding details where you think they fit. So this is my dragon. It's wrapped up. The things I'll note, this dragon is terrible. But this dragon was never supposed to be the best dragon ever. This was supposed to be my second dragon ever and my second organic ever. So I was learning a lot here and learned a lot of things about building a dragon that I didn't know before. My wing shape's a little off. It's super steep. I don't need the wings that steep. They're also, my shoulders on this dragon are way too far back, so it looks like it's got really stubby wings, and just all of that is bad. My color palette needs to have a little bit more excitement and contrast in it. The dragon was just sort of modeled, and there needs to be a bit more mass in the chest than in like the hip thigh area, because this guy's got a funny shape. But I think discovering those mistakes is part of the journey. I would never have learned those things if I hadn't built poorly, so I think with all of us, building a dragon poorly, or building whatever we want to do poorly, is the best way for us to learn. And I think just doing it is the only way to get over that fear. With that, I again recommend, if you actually want to learn how to build a dragon, go check out Gemini Tay. She's a great builder. I have nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my rambling and documentation of building this dragon. But all I can ask is that you have a wonderful and beautiful day. Beauty Wayne out.